Hey guys, today's tutorial is going to be talking about the color wheel and be using the red, yellow, and blue colors. So I'm going to tilt my camera downward so you can see what's going on. All right, so you're going to have a page that says I love color, and you're going to have a wheel that says red, red, orange, orange, yellow, orange, and it's going to go all the way around up until red, violet. Your challenge is to fill this entire thing in, creating all of these colors using only your primaries, red, yellow, and blue. So let me show you exactly how that works. What I like to start out with is the primary colors first to get those filled in. Okay. Do yellow. All right, so this is where normally my kids would be like, okay, I'm done with my primaries, and they'll grab the orange, the green, and the purple. No, do not do that. That is not the point of this exercise. You are going to use these three colors to create every color. So if this makes it easier, to make green, you have blue and yellow. To make violet, you have red and blue. And orange, you have red and yellow. And if it helps any, a visual context back here is helpful as well. Because, yeah, it's the entire rainbow. So you have all your colors right there. All right, so let me show you a few tips and tricks on how to color mix with colored pencils, because it's very different versus paint. So I'm going to start out with my orange, my green, and my violet, and then we'll move on to our tertiary colors. Okay. All right, so to mix these colors, what you're going to do, you have to understand it takes two primaries to make a secondary. So you think of it as I take half yellow, half red. So let me show you how that works. Very lightly, I'm going to color in my orange with the yellow. So I'm not pressing hard, there's spaces in here. I'm then going to take my red and very lightly go over my yellow. And slowly you'll start to notice it has an orange tint. So let's move on to our green and then our violet, okay? So on this one for green, I'm going to take my yellow, same thing. I'm gonna lightly get it all filled in there. And then I'm gonna switch over to my blue. And then I'm gonna go back over the yellow. There we go. So it has a slightly green tint. It's not a perfect green, but you start to see it happening. Let's move on to the last one, violet or purple, like my kids like to tell me. Then do a blue base. And then I'm going to go over with my red. Okay. Just like that, we have our primary and have our secondary colors. So it's not a perfect orange, purple, and green, but you can tell already that it gives the effect that you need. So now let's work on the tertiary colors. My best way I can kind of explain how to do this, if we use kind of a half and half for our secondaries to create the orange, green, and violet, then with our tertiary colors, what we're going to do, whatever the first word is, that is what the main amount of color you're going to use. So for this, we have a red, orange. So I'm probably going to use more red than I am yellow to give the effect, versus On the yellow orange, I'm going to do more yellow and less red. So let me show you on this. All right, so let's go to our red orange, okay? So because red is our first word, I'm actually going to do a red base and fill that in. Then I'm going to go in with my yellow, and I'm only going to put a little bit of yellow. So I'm not even pressing this hard. I'm just putting in a little bit of pressure. Okay. And there we have a red orange. So let's keep going. Yellow is the next word. So I'm going to do a yellow base. So I got majority of it yellow. Again, I'm not pressing very hard. And I'm going to take my red and very lightly go over it. So we have still like an orange effect, but it's mostly yellow versus our red orange. Let's continue with our other tertiaries. So our next one is going to be a yellow green. So the majority of it's going to be yellow. So I'm going to start out with a yellow base. And then I'm going to take my blue and just put a little bit of blue on top. Moving on to our next one, a blue-green. We're going to do a blue base. I'm going to switch over to my yellow and just put a little bit of yellow on top. All right, now going to our blue-violet. Blue is our main color, so we're going to do a blue base. And put a little bit of red on top. I might go back and do like a little bit more blue because it looks pretty similar to my violet. There we go. And then our last tertiary color is our red violet. Yet again, red is going to be our main color. So my base is going to be red. And then my top is going to be my blue. And I'm just going to go over it just lightly. All right. So let's see what our completed wheel looks like. There you go, your color wheel. Again, we only used 3 colors, red, yellow, and blue. So, but as you look at the screen, even though it's not perfect secondary or tertiary colors, you can immediately see how it continues and changes. So you can actually see all of the colors. So take your time with this. Don't press very hard on this. That's going to be the hardest thing for you to mix colors with colored pencils if you press super hard. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, please call, well, maybe not call, don't call me, but email me, Schoology, talk to me in person, that stuff. Other than that, I hope you'll have a great day, and yeah, I'll see you then.